WhoThatDaily.com, your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, and even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who That Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Transaction, we signed tight end Josh Peterson and defensive tackle Ryan Glasgow went on the reserve list, retired. So it was a 1-for-1 this morning. Any questions?
Sean, did you feel like you guys felt the heat today, maybe more so than any day yet? Did you notice it?
I don't know specifically. It was a red zone install for the first time. I thought defensively we did a lot of. I thought the enthusiasm and the energy on that side of the ball was good. I mean, we'll look at the tape, but not as good offensively.
Sean, several consecutive days and pads ending up with this one. How do you feel like they handled the whole process?
I think overall pretty well. I mean, we're still in the early stages of camp, but I felt maybe 6, 7, 8 days ago it was a little warmer than it is now. And guys you're fighting through the installation. You've got to be able to quickly pick up what we're doing, and then on Monday we'll use the same area of emphasis relative to the red zone, tight red zone.
We've heard Cesar Ruiz say it's just things are going a little bit slower for him. At that position specifically, like how important is that when you're able to just kind of go out there and play and not think about it?
Well, I think it's real important. He's had a good off season, and so I think he's more and more comfortable, more and more confident. He's playing better.
Yeah.
He's playing better. He's strong, and so far he's had a good training camp.
Did Glasgow, was he the one that wanted to retire, or how did that happen?
He just came in this morning, and he had been thinking about it, and it happens time to time. So I think he's going to go back, go to school, and get his master's, and then we had worked out several tight ends on yesterday after practice. So it is what it is.
But could you envision then wanting to bring in another defensive tackle?
Yeah, possibly. Where we're at before we start the preseason, possibly, yeah.
Sean, could you talk about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? Is his emotion, that fire, is that important for your defense, would you say?
Well, it's his personality, and you never want to, you never want to change someone's personality. His focus on the details is something he's working on. As you watch the cut-ups from a year ago, understanding the leverage, understanding the scheme, and really fine-tuning the little things. But yeah, I mean, it's an emotional game, and he's one of those players that obviously plays with that type of emotion, and it's just making sure that it doesn't cross the line. But he had a good practice today.
Or would you say?
Big ups to the fam, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us for this Sunday episode of the Sports Coma. Big ups to the fam. Much love to the great Saint Think Tank. Sorry I couldn't come at you guys Saturday, or really, on the Saturday stream, man, or the Friday stream. But pretty busy this week. This past week was pretty busy. So I'd like to salute the family members and thank y'all for supporting the stream and being here today. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q. I'm in the building. Much love, and I salute the great Saint Think Tank, the entire Who Dat Nation, the Black and Gold Nation, the best in the whole football world. Not world, but world. Big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being here. And we're going to recap a few things, fam. Now, Saturday camp, I was in the building, went down there personally. To check on the boys. The Black and Gold boys looked pretty good flying around. It was hot, man, but the players were getting hydrated and making plays. And my personal things that I personally seen was the defense was on another level as the offense has to get right. Defense was flying around making plays. Secondary flying around making plays. The defensive line were looking good to me. Very, 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 very encouraged by the Saints' young defense, man, to be honest with you. And it was fun. It was fun, man. But we'll cover some of those news, notes, and items in this version of the show. Please feel free to hit upon the like button. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hell out the bell, and join the great Saint Think Tank and the Who Dat Nation. Much love to the fam as I start off giving shots to the fam. Torrey Shepard Sr., who that to you? Scoob do it too. What's happening, pimpin'? Big ups. Scoob, what's happening, my brother? Who that to you? Jerry Port Jr., the OG's in the building. What's up, fam? Who that to you? Swag Fan. Who that to you? Gabriel Thomas. Who that to you? Robert Clark. Who that to you? Marco Watson. What's up, Marco? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you, bro. All right, big ups to the fam, brother JT. Who that to you? Be kind. Who that to you as well? Brandon Cormier. What's up, Brandon? Who that to you? Much love to you, fam. Tragic 504. Who that to you? Lewis is in the building. Who that to you? Kevin Conley's in the building. Who that to you? Hayabusa 14's in the building. Who that to you? Brian Pearson. Who that to you? Brother Doug. Who that to you? Tim Dunn. Who that to you? What's up, Tim? DeWright. What's up, fam? What's up, brother DeWright? Trey. What's up, Trey? Trey Joseph. Who that to you guys? Kai the Great. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. What's up, Muse, baby? Who that to Muse and the Sports Coma Queens, man? Much love to the Queens, man. Muse, what's happening, baby? Pelicans, Nola, who that to you as well? Who else we got chiming in on this thing? Brother Byron, who that to you? Vic Boy, what's up, fam? Who that to you, fam? Long time no see you on the stream, man. Much love to you, fam. What's up, Willie? Willie, where the hell you been, man? We was asking about you a whole week ago, and Willie's in the building. What's up, brother Willie? Who that to you, fam? Hope everything going all right with you out there in Florida, my brother. You got to stay in touch with the family members, man. You can't just be disappearing like Suede no one, and then you don't hear from him a while. You can't be pulling a Suede. That's how I know y'all related. Y'all disappeared around the same time. All right, what's up, Greg? Greg Raging Cajun. Big ups to you as well. Trey Joseph's in the building. Who that to you? KB. Who that to you? Bebby, the Sports Coma Queens is in the building. Gundam is in the building. What's up, Gundam? Big ups to you as well. All right, who else we got chiming in this piece? Much love to the fam. I think I got what's up, Jarvis? Who that to you, fam? As well, much love to you. All right, VB Saints Pale Lady. One of the other queens is in the building. Who that to my queens? Sports Coma Queens. We get a love to the latest. Young Blood 46. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being in the stream. What's up, Teal? My dog Teal is in the building. What's up, Teal? Much love to you. What's up, Kimberly? Who that to you, baby? Another one of the queens representing. Who that to you? Kevin McKnight. Who that to you, fam? Much love. What's up, brother Clarence? Who that to you? All right, big ups to the fam, man. Much love to all you guys. I appreciate you so greatly, man, for being here. What's up, Jasper? Who that to you, man? Much love to you as well. And all the fam, man, if I didn't hear you. All right. You got to trust the pain. You definitely related to that cat. What's up, Jerome? Who that to you? What's up, Ramsey? Aloha to you, my friend, way out there in Hawaii, man, chilling. Much love to you, fam. All right, Adrian's in the building. Who that to you, Adrian? Sports Coma Queens Deluxe is in the building. They are the best, man. Who that to the ladies, man. And big ups to the fam. What's up, 504 Cole? What's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Appreciate y'all. Much love to the fam. Hit the like button, family. If you didn't hear your name, give me a who dat, baby. And you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a who dat back in return. So much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in this one. And we're going to talk about week 9. Not week 9. Day 9 of the training camp. We're also going to talk about week 8 because I didn't go over that as well. But I was in the building Saturday. I think it started at 9:30. We were in there all the way up until 12 when they shut down. And they were flying around the field making plays. The Saints did all of the drills. You seen them on the kick return drills and the blocking drills and everything. And what I noticed was that the defense was on another level than the offense as the pressure was getting to both Taysom and Jameis and even Ian Book and Trevor Siemian. The defensive line firing on all cylinders, moving around and beating the offensive line, making plays. The secondary was out flying around making plays. There was interceptions that were by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I think he picked off Ian Book one time. You had Jameis Winston scramble around there and threw an ill-fated pass for an interception by, I want to say, Ken Crawley got him. So, I mean, they had quite a few things that were happening in Saints camp, that went on. And, man, let me tell you something, man. I was really enthused by the defense. The offense, of course, we know it's still very early on. It's very early as well. What's up, Tramal? Who that to you, Tramal? Much love to you, my brother. Appreciate you. And Tramal was there. I met Tramal at the camp. Much love to you, Tramal. Appreciate you, my brother, for being there as well, man. Good to see a couple of familiar faces there as well. Seen a lot of the old media personalities. They were burning up, man. They didn't have no cover for them guys. Them guys was out there sitting their ass in the sun with cameras and shit. And the sun, at least we had covers and sprayers over us and fans. They were sitting out in the hot, just like, the players, and they ain't have no Gatorade. Whatever they had, they was had. So them reporters were sweating their ass off trying to get the scoop. And I got to give them some respect because they was out there doing a fantastic job. And I seen pretty much all of them. I seen, what's his name from ESPN? He looked kind of sickly, though. What's his name? Triplet. Triplet looked as sickly, man. Looked like he need a shave or something. I seen Mickey standing out there. I didn't know you. I know you. Well, Mickey was standing out there with his arms full. I said, Mickey, man, how the team doing? You know what he said? Talk to Sean. Talk to Sean. I said, I ain't asking your ass no more, Mickey. And we seen old Coach Payton walking around there. He was having fun, man. And really a big shout out to Curtis Johnson, the wide receiver coach. He was out there. And Curtis Johnson was out there fussing at everybody. Goddamn, Curtis. Curtis Johnson was out there fussing at every damn body. The guy make a catch, he's still fussing. What the hell are you fussing for? Curtis Johnson like a football grandpa. That's what I call him when I seen him out there. Football grandpa. He was fussing at everybody. The only ones he didn't fuss at was the guys that was about his same height. Tommy Lee kind of talked to him. He the only guy I could actually look in the eyes. But yeah, man, it was fun seeing them old boys out there. And listen, Coach Richard, the secondary coach, man, he's energetic, man. I was watching him out there doing this thing. He was celebrating with the guys. The only thing you need to do is give him a helmet and the shoulder pads. He was jumping up and congrats. I mean, it was like he was making plays out there. And one, the old Tampa, what was it? The Washington Redskins defensive back we picked up. He had a pick out there, a really good pick out there. So, I mean, it was good seeing those guys. But I'm going to go over the report officially. That's just my spot on what I was witnessing up there at the Saints camp. So it was fun going up there and seeing the guys, man, do their thing, man. You try to get up there as much as possible. It's kind of difficult to be steadily going because you can't get the tickets like you want them to get them. You know what I mean? It's almost like it's a crapshoot to get it. But I'll be going back up there probably in another 2 weeks to go see one final time before everything breaks down. All right, so big ups to the rest of the family members. What's up, Mike? Who that to you, Mike Larry? What's up, Todd? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. What's a Gundam says, Big Q question. Not to take away from the topic, but do you think Michael Thomas wants out of New Orleans? I don't think that's the case right now, bro. I think they're just a little upset with Mike. Mike disappeared, and I'm gonna cover that. Matter of fact, Gundam. I got an article we're gonna go over with that today. I'm just gonna go through the camp stuff. then we'll get into that article. But I'll make sure I cover that. But right now, I don't think it's up to that part for what I'm seeing. I don't think Mike wants out of New Orleans. I think everybody's just frustrated at the injury, and they just want it to go away. So once Mike gets healthy, I think all this will disappear, and we'll move into the next phase of evolution with him being productive. He was kind of frustrated. He wasn't producing last year. The team was frustrated as well. But this season was on Mike. You can't blame anybody but Mike. The people were trying to contact Mike, and I'm like, how Mike disappear? And he can't be reached, and people trying to call you, and then you come back, you don't do nothing. Of course, man, that's all on Mike Thomas. It's up to your responsibility to make sure your body's where it's supposed to be. And if you got a doctor, and the doctor tell you come back within a certain period of time so you can evaluate this thing, and you don't get no calls back, people you don't answer no call, that's on his ass. But like I said, I don't think it's at a point where they want to get him up off the team. I don't see that yet. Now listen, if it festers and it doesn't happen, of course they're gonna make a move, and any team would think about making a move, but you ain't gonna get very much for him until he's healthy. So until he gets healthy, we have to be able to see. But I don't think it's at that point as of yet. Thank you, Gunda. But we'll go over that article as well. All right, thank you. Trey Joseph, what's up, fam? Brother Donovan Grayson, who that to you? Dada, who that to you? Lori, one of the Sports Coma Queens, is in the building as well. What's up, Lori, baby? Who that to you as well? Much love to the entire family members, man. Appreciate y'all popping in on this thing, man. Hit the like button for your boy. Collinator, I see you, Collinator. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. Yeah, I seen Gail. Gail Benson was out there. She was doing it. Hey, I said, there go that old Southern Belle right there. She was in the golf cart, and she was doing one of these moves, and she's going by. That's her waving, She's doing the presidential wave, the queen wave. I said, there go that old Southern Belle right there. There go that old Southern Belle right there. You better get out of here. Oh, man. All right. What's up, Charimo? What's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Like I said, had fun, man. It was a little hot. I brought my little boys out there. Everybody, they wasn't happy at first, but everybody had a good time when it was all said and done. So, I appreciate you as well. So, Barry, what's up, Barry? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being in the live stream as well. Willie says, damn, Q, all them picks that you talked about that ain't looking, the picks that I talk ain't looking too good, bro. It's still early, bro. Come on now. It's still early. And even if they make your mistakes, you make your mistakes in training camp, fam. Come on. You want them making the mistakes in training camp. You want them to figure it out in training camp, fam. It is still very much early. I mean, we just 9 days into this thing, man. Let them figure it out. They're going to make some mistakes. They're going to throw some interceptions. Hell, all of them was throwing interceptions. Taysom threw them. Jameis threw he threw a pick. Taysom threw a pick. Your boy Book threw a pick. Trevor Siemian ain't look all that good, but let them figure it out. It's still early. And besides, like I said, they need to let them make the mistakes in training camp. That's what that's for. That's where you figure it all out at. So if you're going to make mistakes, let them make it in camp. You hear me? That's how it go. Jamal said, Big Q, you should have used your boy. Oh, man. No, old Gail. Gail at the old Southern Belle. All right. What's up, Derek? Who that to Derek White? Chef the Flavor. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Barry? Much love to you, fam. Appreciate you being here as well. And much love to the fam. Please hit upon the like button. All right, fam. So with that being said, man, I'm going to drop and go over some observations for day 8 first, and then we'll go day 9, and then we'll cover some more news, including what Gundam was talking about with the Mike Thomas whole situation. We'll go over that in this episode of the Coma, and unfortunately, I'm not going to open up the phone line right now for this one. I don't really have that much time to do it, so I'm going to do this show, and then we got the Pelican post-game report coming up later on tonight. We're going to cover some stuff, and then after that, perhaps I'll open up the phone lines and bounce back for a reaction show, because I hadn't been able to. Man, my schedule has been pretty damn busy this past week, man. I've just been moving and shaking, bro. So with that being said, family, let's get into the articles, and we'll start with the day 8 observations. Peyton Turner continues to shine. Offensive rebounds as well. I mean, he offensive rebounds. Offense had a good day. Another day, another practice. The Saints fans were in the stands, and this was for Friday now. And then attended the Saints were without Traquan Smith for the 3rd straight day after he left. And let me tell y'all something. We're going to cover this, but let me tell you something. That guy, Marquez Callaway, let me tell you something about Callaway, man. Marquez Callaway is every bit of the guy that you think he is. Let me tell you something. Marquez Callaway, man, listen, with Traquan Smith not being able to come back, he's been gone for some time now. We're going to get into it. But let me tell you what I watched from Marquez Callaway. Looks every bit of the part. I mean, he's bigger, he's stronger, and he's looking forward for an opportunity. Deontay Harris looked good out there. We see even Jake Lampman get his shine on, making a difficult catch on the cornerback. Prince Amukamara, who wears number 6, was balling in camp. He was making some plays out there. We saying Ken Crawley, before you walk, you get toasted a few times, but at least he was ripping. But Ken Crawley had a pick, and he's been turning his head around. So, you know, that's a positive. And that old handshake coordinator out there was getting his issue, getting toasted, but he was still making some plays, and he was out there doing his thing as well. I seen Quine wasn't, was just walking around. He didn't have any shoulder pads on. I see Demario Davis is like a big kid. Cam Jordan is just like every bit of the biggest kid you're going to ever meet. When the horn whistle, Cam was racing, beating the other defense. I was like, how these guys deal with it? And you have Peyton Turner and Davenport, and he was showing Davenport some moves on the side there. But, man, like I said, man, Callaway is, man, watch out for that kid, man. And like I said, I was very impressed about him and several other players, and we'll get more into it as we move forward. So let's get back into this article right here. Saints were without receiver Traquan Smith for the 3rd straight day after he left Tuesday's practice with an undisclosed injury. And, of course, hopefully he gets back. The Saints were also missing tight ends Nick Vanette and Ethan Wolf for the 2nd straight day. Wolf left Wednesday's practice with the ankle sprain. Quine Alexander was present and went through team walkthrough period with no pads. That was the same thing on Friday. The quarterback roundup, Winston took snaps with the 1s Friday and Taysom with the 2s, which was the inverse of Thursday's practice order. Them swapping every other day between, and that's good to see that happen. Ricky Ian Book ran with the 3s and Simeon with the 4s. Now Winston was 10 of 11 on passing attempts, not counting the 2 reps where he would have been sacked by Cam Jordan, then Peyton Turner. The incompletion was a downfield bomb to Tommy Lee, but Lewis, despite his speed, couldn't quite get there. Hill went 7-11 on Friday night, counting the 2 reps while he was sacked. His final goal in the last full team drills period didn't go so great. He had a pass batted down at the line of scrimmage after the defense sent a blitz with Carl Granderson bringing immediate pressure. He was picked off by linebacker Zach Bourne after a tip ball headed for Jawan Johnson, landed in Bourne's hands, then Turner sacked Hill. Book 5 of 8 on his passes Friday, started off slow in the first session of full team drill, but bounced back later on in practice. He appeared to be sacked, then only nearly threw an interception on back-to-back plays in the first team period, but then completed passes to Easop Winston, Jawan Johnson before his attempt to Devonta Freeman was broken up. Now in the final 2 periods, he went 3 of 3, though his first pass of the session to Jalen McCleskey was a completion because the former Green Wave standout made an acrobatic play on the ball. Now Trevor Siemian appeared to have 5 passing attempts at team drills. He was 0 for 5 on those throws, and one of them should have been a completion, but the ball went through the hands of running back Stevie Scott the third. Now, other offensive notes, once again, Mike Thomas set off for the foreseeable future, but Callaway has been getting plenty of reps at the team's number 1 wideout spot, and he changed the number and changed the mentality as well. John, what's up, John Thompson? Who that tell you? He changed his number and the mentality, and he's been really looking good. Callaway, man, is going to shock a lot of people. That's all I got to tell you. He was making plays, running really nice routes and whatnot. And I enjoyed his blocking. So, I mean, he's on up and up. He is definitely inclining, getting there. Now, during the one-on-one, Callaway was pitted against star cornerback Marshawn Lattimore. Other receivers who've been in the mix with the first team was Harris, Hogan, LaJordan Humphrey, Tommy Lee, Ty Montgomery, and rookie Quan Baker. Saints running back Devonta Freeman was put to work right away. He looked good in Saturday, too. He had a touchdown, too. Gets behind his pads, run low. He's a difficult little dude to bring down, as we know. He joined the team early this week and has been taking plenty of reps with the 1s and 2s since then. During the first team period Friday, Winston's first play was a handoff to Freeman, and Hill's first play was a handoff to Freeman. He was also intended receiver in a later team session on the pass from Book, but the defender knocked it away. Starting left tackle Teron Armstead appeared to get veteran rest Friday. Greenwich was getting reps in his place. Defensive notes: one day after nearly picking off Winston, Zach Bourne snagged the interception. Hill threw a long pass to Johnson, but the ball was batted down. Johnson tried spinning to make the catch, but the ball somehow made its way into Bourne's hands. Once again, Turner was bullying the offensive line to get into the pocket. He steamrolled past backup tackles twice in practice, sacking both Winston and Hill during the same team period at the end of practice. Early in the day during one-on-one, Turner made it easy work of Landon Young on one rep. All-pro linebacker Demario Davis appeared to take a Veterans Day rest as Pete Werner, Caden Ellis, and Bond took reps at linebacker with the first team. Now, up next, there was a light in the total. Saints have one more practice before getting a day off the Saints practice. And this is the one where I was at, and we're going to get some news and notes. That was from from Amy. This one here is from our guys at the Saints News Network, John Hendricks. 9 training camp practices are in the books of Saints. Here's a look at some of our notes and observations from Saturday's session. Like I said, I was enjoying it. All right. Attendance and transactions: Traquan Smith, Patrick Robinson, P.J. Williams, Chris Hogan, Ethan Wolf were spotted at practice. Smith and Wolf been out. Practice due to injury. Smith back soon. Other absence could be due to veteran rest. Payton revealed other practices that Glasgow went on the reserve retired list. He's going back to school to pursue his master's degree. Okay, so Glasgow was, is off going back to get his schooling done, and that's commendable. The signing of tight end Josh Peterson went official as we just played Coach Payton opening up the show. He made it official. Nick Vanette returned to practice, and Grant Haley was around in walkthroughs, but then reverted back to doing individual work off to the side. Quan Alexander was present, but not in pads. We shouldn't expect to see him. And I got in Pale Grant Haley was on the stance closest to me, and I got an opportunity to watch Grant Haley and the assistant coach work with him. And I forgot the man's name. I have to look the brother up, but he was doing a terrific job. I got to give that assistant coach some credit because he was doing terrific work trying to get Grant Haley up to speed with the rest of the DBs off to the side working with him. Okay, quarterback teaser. Both Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston struggled in red zone work. Both have some moments that stood out. Hill got the starting reps as the team had been on back and forth rotation after turning to Hill the first 2 days and then Winston the next 2. We're 9 days into camp, and we have yet to see a clear front runner in the quarterback competition. There are flashes and glimmers from both at times, but major inconsistencies in each daily. It looks like there's still adjustments, and I believe both can be better. However, it's hard to not look at some of these reps and ask, what would Drew Brees have done here? Some of the struggles could also be attributed to how the Saints defense is looking. Now, of course, to show you the starting rotations, an identical lineup that we've seen just changing out the quarterback. Hill, we've seen Kamara always looking good out there. Callaway looked good. Deontay looked good. Troutman was doing good work as well. Seeing Nick Vanette blocking and doing his thing. Teron Armstead was looking pretty spry out there. McCoy, Cesar Reeves, and Ramczyk all look good. Andrews Pete looked a little winded in camp. I don't know what was going on with him, but he was doing all right. But I've seen several times where he was like sitting crouched on the cooler. I don't know. But he was doing all right. It's just, it looked like he was looking a little bit sluggish. I don't know if the heat was getting the best of him or what was going on. But subs included Alex Armah, Latavius Murray, Devonta Freeman looked good. So did Armah. James Hurst, Jawan Johnson was catching touchdowns during the drills. And Ty Montgomery also was rotated. Ty Montgomery looked every bit like a running back. You would not just, look at Ty and say Ty is a wide receiver. Ty is every bit of, even though he plays the wide receiver position, he looks every bit like a running back to me. He really does. All right, let's look at the on the other side of it. New Orleans stuck with a lot of nickel today, but did rotate in the base defensive time. Caden Ellis was starting at the Sam linebacker position. You had Cam, you had Marcus Davenport, Shai Tuttle, and David Onyemata in the middle. Pete Werner and Demario Davis, Ken Crawley, and Lattimore, who was out there, doing his thing. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson Chauncey got toasted one time, but he got an interception, so he was in there playing something. He was giving some tutelage to Paulson and Debo. Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins looked pretty good as well. Sub knows a lot of looks to pair alongside the first team. Christian Ringo, Jalen Dalton, Malcolm Roach were all rotated on the interior, while Quan Alexander also rotated at linebacker. Now, I didn't see Quan Alexander play. What I seen from Quan, he had no shoulder pads on. Maybe that was when they were offside to the field, the further side of the field, where I couldn't get a good look at what their linebackers was doing. But they were, I guess the reporters caught an eye view of them. But Passing Yo and Carl Granderson were the primary defensive ends. One-on-one charting, only Jameis Winston and Trevor Seaman took part in the receiver comeback drills. Here's how they charted Whitney. Of course, Ken Crawler lost undefeated streak after the day. And, of course, you've seen this is what happened with Callaway and Lattimore and all the little individual battles that you guys can see that how it happened out. So a lot of good plays, man. But what I really noticed, guys that were really stepping up, putting that work. Eastside Winston looks good out there. Paulson Adebo, kind of a mixed bag. You know, he made a few deflections or whatnot. Still trying to find himself. Quan Baker's interesting. He just has to put it all together. LaJordan Humphrey was the man on Saturday. LaJordan Humphreys was catching, when you look at the individual drills and the one-on-ones, LaJordan Humphrey looked good all over the place. Big. He didn't look slow and sloppy. LaJordan was showing, some speed there and his routes breaking down, creating space for himself to catch the ball, high pointing the ball. LaJordan Humphrey, man, looked really good in Saints camp, the other day. So, I mean, it was fun watching him. Jalen McCleskey had a surefire touchdown, but he dropped it. Well, the guy was on his back. He didn't haul it in. But he was trying. But that was this one with Jalen McCleskey and Prince Amukamara, who wear number 6. And Prince was actually doing a pretty good job, man. He was in there making plays. You can see he really serious. He ain't there trying to earn no check. He trying to really state his place and try to make the team. So we'll see how that goes, man. If he's pissed off enough, maybe it can wake up the good Prince Amukamara and not the turnstile rotisserie chicken that we seen last year and the year before. But the year before he was all right. But when he started giving up big plays, maybe it could be just the system. But he's trying to prove that he belongs. Of course, like I said, a lot of these guys didn't look like they were, quarterbacks didn't look especially crisp in practice because the defense was all over the place. Rhythm and flow and observations. It might have been the hottest day of the training camp outside for the starters. The Saints offense had dark jerseys on. It was hot out there. New Orleans had a familiar flow to the practice as it started out with the position-specific drills. Running backs, tight ends worked on the gauntlet. No Jameis Winston did not partake. The receivers were working on some route concepts with a main emphasis on the outs. And, of course, meanwhile, the offensive line did basic one-on-one work with defensive back, linebackers, defensive line, doing their own drills during the next session. The running backs were going through the same stuff. Yeah, they were all doing the individual drills. Quarterback skill set position got together for some end zone and red zone work as we shifted focus to the one-on-one graphs between receivers and cornerbacks. Most of the 11-on-11 work focused on goal-to-goal situations and red zone work today, and there were a few running scenarios as well. So, I mean, it was. And listen, Blake Gilligan was kicking the hell out that ball, man. Gilligan was putting that ball up in the air so high. I mean, that guy has a hell of a leg, man. And I was looking at, okay, he can boom the ball, but can he direct the ball like Tommy Morstead do? Like, basically, Tommy's leg was almost like you throwing the ball down inside the 20, inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5, So that's what I was really looking, because I know Blake Gilligan can boom the ball, but does he have any direction on it? Can he place it inside the 5, inside the 10? You see what I'm saying? To set up poor field position for the opposition. That's what I was looking for, and I didn't see that. They're not saying he can't do it, but I didn't see it. I seen the power, I just didn't see the direction or the accuracy in which if he could pin them. You see? Okay, special teams. We don't get much emphasis on it, but Ty Montgomery, JT Greer were the primary gunners. Yep. Jawan Johnson and Lampman were second, with returners being Jalen McCleskey, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris, Tommy Lee, and Elvin Kamara. Yep, they had Elvin back there doing some work. 11 notes. The Saints' run defense did extremely well. Malcolm Roach was particularly standout, did a stellar job. Jalen Dalton was awesome too. With several run stuffs and tackles for loss, David Onyemata, Peyton Turner also shined in run defense. Christian Ringo, who wore number 70, I want to say, he was pointed out earlier, getting more work with the first team defensive line. He had a moment in walkthroughs where he got an interception from the crowd. And boy, you just swear Cam got that, the way Cam ran down there and jumped up in the air and congratulated with him, Second team run defense did not have as much luck as Tony Jones and Dwayne Washington Rattle. Yeah, and Dwayne was catching the ball, trying to add that to his repertoire. He was doing pretty good in the drills. The Jones Jr. carry looked to be a touchdown. He was looking good. Also, Deontay Harris was looking good too. Some of the red zone drills operated. Devonta Freeman, Some of the red zone drills operated from the shotgun formation. Hill's first official pass ended up being tipped at the line of scrimmage by Jalen Dalton. He was able to connect on the second pass, but finish on the 1-4 in the session. He was also sacked by David Onyemata. As for Winston, the first play resulted in a sack by Passanio. He connected on 2 pass attempts, but one resulted in Stevie Scott, third, being stripped by Caden Ellis. Granderson ended up getting a sack on Winston, but the end result of the throw was a touchdown to Quan Baker. Those are always hard to chalk up, but it's good to see Quan. Yeah, I agree. Simeon had a great touchdown hook up the east side. Winston, who was stand out in practice. It was a seam route. One play later, Granderson got another sack. Book got sacked by a combined rush of Josiah Bronson, who continues to step up. Shai Tuttle was under duress, and the defensive line continued to put pressure on him. Operated from their own 42-yard line, Hill and Winston had another crack at things on 11-on-11. However, they were more focused on running the ball from the gun. Again, Peyton Turner flashed in the first team reps. One cool moment came with Dwayne Washington, who took a nice run right for a good gain that involved the stiff arm on Adonis Alexander, who also had an interception in the practice. So they had a lot going on, man. In the day, nothing particularly, good about the offense, the quarterbacks, and whatnot. But it's still training camp. Don't get you don't get all bundled up right now. The guys still learning to work this thing through, but there is no clear-cut guy right now running the show. They both still trying to figure it out as we thought they would. So with that being said, we're going to move into the next article, and this is the one that a lot of people want to hear about, is a report of Michael Thomas ignored calls from Saints coaches and trainers for 3 months. And of course, this one here, this was just dropped on people, you know what I'm saying, about what the hell Mike was doing. Saints wide receiver Mike Thomas reportedly spent much of the offseason ignoring calls from the team checking in on his status of his ankle injury. Jeff Duncan of NOLA.com reported that Thomas ignored multiple calls over a 3-month period as then Saints trainer Bo Lowry, wide receivers coach Curtis Johnson, and head coach Sean Payton all tried to reach him to see how his ankle was doing. Thomas, initially advised by the Saints medical staff to have the ankle surgery immediately after the Saints postseason came to an end. That was our report. We reported on it. We covered it. But after getting a second opinion, he decided to try the more conservative approach and see if the ankle would heal without surgery. That didn't work, and Thomas ultimately had the surgery in June. The recovery time for the surgery will cause Thomas to miss several games at the start of the season, and Peyton said recently that Thomas should have had the surgery early, which is true. If Thomas had stayed in touch with the team over the offseason, the determination that he needed the surgery might have been made early, and he might have recovered in time for the regular season. Instead, Thomas disappeared for much of the offseason, and now the Saints won't have him to start the season. It's clear the Saints aren't happy about that, and they have every right not to be happy about that, because that was totally disrespectful by Mike Thomas to do that. That was totally disrespectful for him to do that. Mike Thomas, and like I said, it was a very concern. I mean, this is ridiculous, because we reported right when the season over with that Mike was supposed to have that surgery. Now, of course, Nick Underhill came out with the report that brought some light to the whole situation about Mike Thomas being not around, and that was basically because he disappeared. And the Saints have every right to be upset about this bull crap. They told him that go check on it. Okay, the doctor said let's wait, but the time frame should have still been with more than enough time for Mike Thomas to get back on the field. So the Saints would end up missing him for at least 7 to 8 weeks. I say more like 9 to 10 weeks. He's been walking on that thing. You're gonna need a little bit more time than that. And plus, you're gonna handle him with kid gloves anyway, so you won't get Michael Thomas to deep in the season. So I mean, but what it is a blessing in disguise that Mike Thomas is there, because you get guys like Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris, LaJordan Humphrey, and Quan Baker, and others that step up and make a name for themselves. That's all this means to a lot of guys. Okay, Mike is gone; he's done for right now, but we'll have him for a deep playoff run when he comes back. So right now we got to focus on who's here. Mike had the surgery. Let him rehab it. He'll do it the right way. But that's on Mike Thomas for what he did. Nobody told him to disappear like that. And then he ignored, calls from Coach Payton trying to find out, hey, man, what's going on? We paid you $100 million, bro. The least you could do is return our calls and let us know, if everything's all right. You don't just disappear on nobody like that for 3 months, seriously. And then you come back and they come and try to work out on it. Then they realize that it's toe up. Of course they should. They have every right to be pissed at you. So Mike Thomas, that's on your ass for that, man. You You can't be doing stuff like that. But it's a done data. And no, I don't think the Saints are going to try to trade Mike Thomas or get rid of Mike Thomas. Number one, he's still rehabbing an injury. You won't get nothing from Mike right now, and he hurt. And the Saints have not reached the point where they want to trade Mike Thomas. So no, 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 and no. That's not going to happen. Mike Thomas will get healthy by the end of the season because we'll handle him with kid gloves. And when he comes back, we'll be prepared for. But right now, let's see what these young wide receivers can do. Marquez Callaway looks every bit ready to step up and show what he can do. Now, Traquan Smith is out. Am I concerned that we don't have Traquan? Hell no, I'm not concerned that we don't have Traquan. You know why? Because we got depth. We got other guys that's ready to make a name for themselves. And I've seen some pretty good players at that camp that's looking to make, like LaJordan Humphrey, and they ain't talking about LaJordan. Quan Baker, a young guy who's looking good. And, of course, you have Progan, who's Chris Hogan, and the rest of these guys playing. The Saints are going to see what these young guys can do. And like I said, Coach Payton's big on his wide receivers. So very intriguing. Of course, Ty Montgomery will help. Taysom Hill will help in the wide receiver room. That's why I said they're not going out to get nobody. Coach Payton could have brought in guys when he brought in these tight ends. But when Glasgow retired or was football injury in retired inactive list so he can go pursue his master's degree, he signed a tight end. He could have picked up a wide receiver, and he picks up a tight end. Why? Because I seen Jawan Johnson out there in tight end drills. He'd be double backing if they need Jawan to play in the wide receiver room as well. You got versatility there. So we're just gonna play this out, and if we do need somebody down the line, we'll approach it. But for right now, Coach Payton's gonna hand steady to see what these young guys can do in camp, and I think that's the right move for right now. Anyway, let's move on to those same news. And speaking of the new signee, a new guy added to the Saints team, New Orleans announced roster moves. They signed tight end Josh Peterson after Glasgow went on the list. And here it is. New Orleans Saints announced Saturday that they signed free agent tight end Josh Peterson and placed defensive tackle Ryan Glasgow on reserve retired. The announcements were made by the Saints VP, Mickey Mouse Loomis. Peterson, 6'5", 235 pounds, was originally signed by the 49ers after the 21 NFL draft out of Louisiana Monroe. He's a local kid. He appeared in 44 games, 33 starts during his 5-year college career, and registered 99 receptions for 1,191 yards and 11 touchdowns. As a redshirt senior in 2020, Peterson started all 10 games and tallied 32 receptions for 367 yards and 367 yards. Now in 2019, he earned first-team All-Sun Belt Conference honors as he started all 12 games and recorded 43 catches for 567 yards and 9 touchdowns. So he's 6'5", 235-pounder from the Niners. It was taken out of the draft in 21. So it'll be interesting to see where he fit, mostly as a depth chart pieces, but this is the guy from ULL the Saints are picking up and bringing on a Raging Cajun. How about that, joining the Saints, the black and gold team, to help out the room. And, of course, not last but least is this little giblet from TMZ. How about this one for a couple of the people? Aaron Rodgers will be the Saints QB in 2022, says ex-Packers teammate. Do you believe him? How about that? What's up, USMC? Big ups to you. Who that to you, brother? Pat Rich. Who that to you? Dex504. Who that to you? Reginald. Who that to you? And the rest. Donald. What's up, Donald? Who that to you as well? Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all being up in this thing, man. Hit the like button, family, if you hadn't already hit. All right, now this is a bit of a news item right here, dropping it on. He's saying Aaron Rodgers will be the Saints QB in 2020. Now this is coming from his former defensive back teammate who says Rodgers will be a Saint. The Saints won't have long to wait to replace Drew Brees with another Hall of Fame QB because Will Blackman tells TMZ Sports Aaron Rodgers is heading to New Orleans next season. Next year, Blackman said, quote, Aaron Rodgers will be a Saint, end quote. Blackman's prediction is a bold one, but it's not necessarily uninformed. You'll recall the former defensive back was teammates with Aaron in Green Bay from 06 to 09 and will tell us that he still has a good relationship with Aaron, and it wouldn't surprise him if the Packers signal caller ended up under center for Peyton in 2022, given all of the drama Rodgers has gone through with the Packers this offseason. He says, I can see Aaron Rodgers being a New Orleans Saint next year. Of course, Jameis Winston is New Orleans starter this year, but Blackman doesn't appear to be sure that the former #1 overall draft pick will do enough to prove he should get a second year in that role. Blackman says cutting down the interceptions, particularly with a depleted wide receiver group in New Orleans, might be too difficult for Jameis, opening door for a run at Rodgers. There's more. Blackman also weighed in on Eli, Hall of Fame candidacy, and he broke down his wine business as well. So we, doing interest, because maybe he could be talking mess, but he says that this is of interest to the Black and Gold family members. I thought I'd just drop this nugget on you, and I'm gonna play what he's saying. There's a little bit of audio here, y'all. What's up, Sylvan? Who that to you, fam? What's up, Sean? Who that to you? Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all. Let's listen to what old Blackman has to say about it. Let's hear from his words. Y'all put one in the chat if y'all can hear it. Let's hear it. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, it ain't playing. Let's see if I can get it here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still in the infancy stage. I'm only 2 years running, but yeah, the company's called the Wine MVP.
Okay, that's just the wine stuff that he was talking about. I'm gonna see if I can resettle the page and see if I can get this part of it to play for him. All right, here we go. Y'all put one if y'all can hear this.
Teammate, I know you were.
All right, fam, and that's Will Blackman, former defensive back, who was the guy that played with Tom Brady, and he says Aaron Rodgers. You can see this Aaron Rodgers being with the New Orleans Saints in 2022. What say you, great Saint think tank, entire Who Dat Nation? What do you guys think about that? How do you feel about that? Chime in on the chat. Let me know. What's up, Troll? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being on the live stream as well. Big ups to you. Much love to the family members. Well over 100 of us in here. Please feel free, family, to hit that like button. Helps out the stream, and also feel free to share the show links in your social media feed. It also helps out tremendously. Let's go over the summary, families. We recap days 8 and day 9 of Saints training camp as well. I was down in the building for 9. I had a ball, man. What's up, Clint? Who that to your fam? Appreciate you being in the building as well. And I'm gonna be back not this next week. I think 2 weeks from now I'll be back in the building. I think on the 20. I want to say the 20th. That's when the next one is. I'll be down there. What's up, Tyrone? Who that to your fam? Appreciate you being here to check the fam the squad out again. Jay Huntsberry, what's up, fam? Much love to you, fam. Okay, we did day 8, day 9 on the show. We talked about Michael Thomas ignoring calls from the Saints coach and training for 3 months, and then comes back, tries to play on it, and ultimately has to get the surgery. It pisses off everybody. I think they're a little peeved at him, but he did get the surgery. So, and they're a little peeved, but once, everything gets going, I think the Saints will handle it the right way. Ultimately, I think Mike gets healthy deeper in the year. We'll have him there as getting ready for a deep playoff run, which is a bonus. And of course, another roster move the Saints had to make because Ryan Glasgow, one of my favorite young defensive tackles, retired, or he was placed on the reserve retired list because he's going after his master's, which is congratulations to Ryan Glasgow, putting football on the back burner to go to school and get his master's degree. So in the move, the Saints announced the signing of Josh Peterson, a tight end that spent some time with the 49ers, who was picked up. He's 6'5", 235, who was originally signed by the 49ers after the 21 NFL draft. So he's an undrafted guy, and he appeared in 44 games during his 5-year college career. And the Saints see him as a guy they want to add to their depth chart. And of course, we just covered Aaron Rodgers will be a Saints in 2022, according to a Packer teammate, Will Blackman. So what the great Saint think tank think about that one, And a lot of the family members, man, thinking, well, Aaron Rodgers, it'll be tough for that to happen because I think Rodgers still have years left on his contract. So I don't know. That's just the man's opinion. But it's interesting for one of his teammates to pick the Saints, of all people. Of course, my opinion is anything could happen in the NFL. But the reality is, do we think that the Green Bay Packers are going to turn Aaron Rodgers loose to the New Orleans Saints of all teams? Absolutely not. I don't think that occurs. Now, I could look up, let me look up Aaron Rodgers' contract. I think he got a couple of years left on his deal. Give me a second. I'm going to look up his contract and share it with the rest of the great Saint think tank, because there's no way this deal gets done unless, well, I just don't think they turn him loose. Green Bay would never turn him loose to the hands of the New Orleans Saints. And I think Aaron still has a deal left on his money. So let me take a look at it and let me see about his contract right here. I'm going to pull up Sport Track and take a look. 4-year deal, $134 million. Let's see. And yeah, he planned on this year, which they chopped his base salary down, but he signed here according to the numbers. But the Packers do have an opt out into that deal. He has 2021, 2022, and 2023. And then he becomes a free agent at the age of 41, unrestricted at the age of 41. He's 38 currently. But what's interesting, according to Sport Track, that Aaron Rodgers does have a opt out in the behind. Let me show you the contract, family. This is Sport Track is one of my favorite resources when it comes down to such matters. When you talk about contracts, and this is one of the resources that I use. As you can see, Aaron Rodgers, 37 years old in 6 days, 16-year pro. As you can see right here is this year's numbers right here. 38 years old, 1.1, got 16.3 on the signing there, as you can see. And then 2 years remaining, he's 39 and 40. But as you can see right here, there's an opt-out, a potential opt-out in 2022, and cuts his time off at 4 years at 126.1. But they have a $26 million debt cap that they'll have to contend with. But, you know, like I said, he has years. There's no way, in my opinion, we'll see how it all happens with Green Bay. If Aaron bombs this year, then of course you could say, you know what, we got to get rid of him. You know, but does he bomb this year? Aaron Rodgers is too good. The team is Green Bay. It's always up there competing with the black and gold. But I don't see this happening. And like I said, anything can happen in this grand, crazy world of ours. But I don't see Aaron Rodgers leaving Green Bay to come to the New Orleans Saints. And of course, that's why I always look at the contracts to see what the numbers look like. And of course, they would not dare trade Aaron Rodgers to the New Orleans Saints. The Packers wouldn't do that because we'll stump them in the ground. We'll stump all the rest of them in the ground. And the NFL, Roger Goodell hates that, would try to veto the move. He'll try to veto the move. All right. Big ups to the rest of the family members. I appreciate it. What's up, Tasha? Who that? The Simply Tasha in the building. Much love to you and my dog, Big Sean. Much love to the fam. Good to see y'all. Donald said, yeah, Aaron is a different guy, but he wants to be on the same page with everyone. And the Packers didn't want him to get in the way of the front office. Jay says, who that Q? I told you last year I would have traded Mike Thomas's. Saints are not going to get from up under him that fast, my friend, but I hear you. Greg says, no, don't get Rodgers. No. Ramsey says, don't want him, Q. All right. Ramsey says, no. All right. Sean says, QBs are drooling to have a team like the Saints. I said we the bell of the ball, you know, and we ain't playing no games. A lot of people realize that the Saints are serious business, man. You know, Kevin Conley says, wow, Q. I remember when no one wouldn't dare mention publicly they wanted to come to the Saints. This is dope. I know. And it's his teammates are saying it. It ain't just some guy shooting off his mouth saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers, come here. This is a teammate. And out of all the 30-something teams you could pick, you said the New Orleans Saints if Jameis Winston doesn't step up and play. If Jameis Winston, if Jameis steps up and play, will that be an impediment in the Saints' eyes to say, nah, we're going to stay with Jameis over Aaron Rodgers? That'll be a hard call to make. You know, that'll be a very hard call to make. But like I said, all the Hall of Famers won't play for the Saints. Drew Brees, if Drew would have retired last year, Tom Brady would have came to the Saints. We all know that. You know, we talked about it in the NFC Roundtable. Feel free to check that out, family, the community section. It was hosted by my boy Big Low over at Big Low Country Sports. He represented the Falcons. I represented, of course, the Who Dat Nation, baby, the best nation when it come down to pro football. And they had the Carolina family members on there, and they had a couple of the Tampa Bay guys on there. And them guys are really funny, man. Them some funny, really alive dudes, man. All of them are very good minds on their squads. And we had some fun, man. We had some fun. If you hadn't checked that out, feel free to look at the community section and check that link out, man. It was fun watching having a talk with those guys. Much love to them guys. But what's intriguing is that they would never give up Aaron Rodgers to the Saints. And we knew that most of the Hall of Fame quarterbacks want to come to the black and gold. Tom Brady was pissed off a few weeks ago when he was in slick dissing on the slide about the Saints not going after him, and they wanted Drew Brees. Even they asked Mickey about it, and Mickey kind of skipped around it. Well, yeah, our quarterback was true. That's all I'm going to say. Our quarterback was true. And if you need any other questions, talk to Sean. Ask Sean. He did say that. We just get that. We got that much out of his ass before he said, talk to Sean.
All right, Mickey, that's it. But yeah, that was intriguing, man, at the end of the day, man. But all of them want to come to the Saints. I've been saying that. You'd be a fool if you're a Hall of Fame quarterback or a good quarterback. You ain't looking at the Saints. Been saying that. Been saying that. What's up, Rush Hour? Big ups to you, fam. All right. 504 Coast says, Aaron, a beast, Big Q. Do you want to deal with another agent QB? No, I don't, bro. I would like to have a quarterback that'll be here for the next 3 or 4 years. Someone we can build our offense around in our team. But then again, sometimes some opportunities are too good to pass up on. And if Aaron Rodgers wants to come to the Saints and he wants to give them a deal to play for the next couple of years with the Black and Gold Saints, it'll be, and he gives them a friendly deal. It'd be hard for me to imagine the Saints passing up on the first ballot Hall of Fame like Aaron Rodgers if he wants to come to the Saints. You see what I'm saying? So that'd be a very good question to look at, because I do think anything is possible. But they would have to do something where they would have to, because he has this year and 2 more years left if they don't opt out on him, So we'll see how. I guess it's all predicated on how well the Packers do this year. We'll see how it goes. Sean said if they had Aaron Rodgers, we would put. Yeah, I know you would not be able to do a damn thing with the Saints if Aaron Rodgers was there. I'm just gonna keep it real. To a degree, it'll be awesome, man. But we'll see. Tyrone says, but we are not getting the respect this year. I know we're not, and we're not getting the respect because of because Drew's not there, and they're saying without Drew Brees, you guys don't have a chance. Meaning the Who Dat Nation doesn't have a chance. And to a degree, some people are saying, was saying even if Drew came back again, they would have been saying he was too old and he can't throw the ball up the field. So some of them guys you just have to ignore. Because if Drew, thank you, Tiger Bait. Big ups to Tiger Bait for subscribing. Thank you, family, for joining the stream. Much love to Tiger Bait. Appreciate you, family. Who dat to you? Let's give a mighty who dat and welcome to the family to Tiger Bait. Much love to your family. If that's LSU Tigers, my friend, you most certainly are welcome here because we have Tough Tiger Talk. We also do a Tiger stream. You can look for Tough Tiger Talk, TUFF Tiger Talk on YouTube. We also are there as well. So thank you for subscribing, even if I sound like you might be a Tiger guy. It might be Detroit Tigers. I don't know. Shit. Anyway, you all good with me. All right. So, yeah, I know, Tyrone, we're not getting the respect, man. And that's a part of the game, man. But at the end of the day, bro, the hell with them. You know what I'm saying? You was kicking their ass. They still wasn't respecting the Saints. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, we just do what we do and just keep double digit stacking. That's all we can do, family. Is keep doing our thing, because that's they easy to pick the Saints. Say Drew Brees not there, Saints not going to the playoffs. Saints gonna hover around 500. That's what Ryan Clark said. I say that guy must be smoking dope or eating shrooms or doing something, because he's an absolute flipping idiot. If you think the Saints gonna hover around 500 all year with Sean Payton, Alvin Kamara, and this Saints running attack and Saints defense flying around, is you some kind of fool? The answer is yes. Donald says Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll are not on the same page. Russell's wanted out of Seattle during the offseason. This is true. Ocharimo says, what up with the fantasy league, Big Q? That's coming around. I'm going to have some information on that soon, my family. I promise y'all. Like I said, I'm going to settle down and do it. I had a deal I was going to do with PS5. Remember we was doing the PS4s last year? We're going to switch it up this year. And I promise you I'm going to get the commercials and all that stuff going and let y'all know about that real soon. It's just been a lot going on with me. Children getting back to school, all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how it is. Kevin said, Big Q, he said, Big Low Country, a real one, love the guy. Yeah, and Low is a good dude, man, and, really good dude. All right. All right, thank you, Jerry. All right, let's say Jay Huntsberry said we will need to bust Brady ass. AB getting back in form, pass rush major. We looking good. Yeah, and that's a part of it, bro. We just have to do what we do, man. I think the Saints are going to surprise a lot of 9 people. Okay, thank you, Tiger Bait. LSU for sure. All right, I knew we had a good one there. All right, my friend, thank you. All right, so that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, what's up, Arch? Much love to you, fam. That's what I'm saying about the Black and Gold. A lot of this stuff that these people saying, they don't follow the Saints squad, I put them on the show because and just to stamp it in what they're saying, because I archived that and then we can go back to that show and play that, because sometimes when they be saying stuff, it mysteriously disappears. You can't find it nowhere. So I kind of put it on a show so that we can have an idea, or to keep it there, so we document it and archive what they're saying, so that they can't switch their opinion later and say, I never said that, because they do that. They really do that. I busted and called them many times lying, and I go back and play it on their tail. So we just have to watch out, man. But at the end of the day, I'm not concerned with them people talking about with the Saints. We already know what time it is. So we know this is going to be, that's what the NFC South panel asked him. Man, Q, are you concerned that Drew Brees is not there, or at least one bit? I said, nah, absolutely not. And he's like, you got to be a little concerned. I said, nah, zero concerns, with absolute confidence. Why? Because I understood what was going on. We knew Drew on the back end of his career wasn't the same guy. He had physical limitations that were preventing him from being, and he couldn't get out of the trouble. He couldn't get out of harm's way. He wasn't fleet of foot. He was just, even though the offense protected him for many times, Drew was kind of teetering on the back end of his career, and it was time to move on to another guy in the back there. I also realized the Saints will not be one of those teams that be trying to outpass itself. The Saints will operate on the back of the run with the play action. It's as simple as that. You go back to fundamental football, and I've always said, once the Saints get their play action going, you can't stop the Saints, man. You can't. There's too many weapons everywhere. And then people get upset and kind of nervous because certain people, you lose Deontay for 2 weeks. You lose Mike Thomas for 8 to 9 weeks. You lose David Onyemata for 6 weeks. But you watch these young guys step up, young guys like Bronson, young guys like Roach, young guys like Jalen Dalton, young guys like Shai Tuttle, young guys like what's that other kid I watched play? Even Ringo was getting into action. So you see these guys stepping up, hungry guys looking to make a name for themselves on this team. That's something you can't ignore. And that's what we really are all about. Kim said, I saw you on the round table, Q. You were stately, knowledgeable, and authentic. Thank you, Kim. Says Big Lil and the County guys were good too. Those Carolina guys suck. They totally disrespected us Saints fans. Oh, the Tampa Bay guys, you mean? Yeah, I got you, Kim. The Tampa Bay. Well, they were saying because the Saints family members disrespected them, that I was the smartest Saints. I was Copernicus. That was this word. The first time anybody called me Copernicus. I'm like, man, listen, they got a lot of smart Who Dat family members, man. The Great Saint Think Tank is full of some of the more intelligent Saints people you're going to ever meet in your life. That's why I called the Great Saint Think Tank. He said they could not have any discussions or talk with any Saints people. And I said, why the hell not? It's like you ain't talking to the right people. If you can't talk to somebody sensible that can break your ass down with the facts, and it was three of them versus me, and they asked me, the Carolina brothers asked me, man, you in here by yourself? I said, brother, I might be by myself, but I got a whole nation riding with me. That's just how I told him. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't need no help. But if I do need help, I'm calling the Who Dat Nation, baby. They gonna come. That's the cavalry, baby. So I mean, it's all good, man. And it was fun, man. It was fun. And we're gonna talk to those guys again, man. That was a fun panel. I enjoyed that. Damon says, Big Q, great show. Been listening to you and me in the gym. Beast mode. All right, Damien in the gym. All right, I got you, Damien. My brother always working out. He in the gym. All right, what's up, brother man? Brother man said we're going to have the #1 defense this year. I like that, bro. I like that sentiment, man. I like that, man. The Saints looking good, bro. They flying around, bro. Listen, these young guys going to surprise a lot of people this year. Athleticism all over the place, hunger. A lot of people going to step up, and when these little situations like David Onyemata and Deontay Harris and even Marshawn Lattimore occur, you're going to see guys step up. Ken Crawley looks good in camp. We might have to pull him off the Dollar Tree Quartet. He's stepping up looking good. Prince Amukamara, who comes over, he is really making plays out there and, as well out there in the building. He playing pretty good and inspired ball. And Coach Richard is out there, man. Coach Richard was out there yelling and celebrating and big up in the guys, but he wasn't like Curtis Johnson, excuse me. He wasn't like Curtis Johnson. Curtis Johnson was grandpa fussing, you know what I'm saying? Like a guy, man, you got to do this. And, and I'm looking, I say, this guy ain't happy about nothing. This goddamn guy ain't happy about nothing. He fuss at the guy even when they do the right thing. But Coach Richard was out there coaching them up. He was out there encouraging them guys. He was slapping them on the helmet, jumping up, celebrating with them, telling them what to do, instructing them. And you can see a big difference, man. Coach Rashawn is the truth. Thank you, Mocha. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Appreciate Mocha in the super chat. Thank you, Mocha. Much love to you, fam. Appreciate you. Kevin Conley says Tampa Bay dude on Big Low shows very obnoxious dudes, not even killed. Maybe they would have grown you like a fungus. Now, they were funny, man, because, you know, it wasn't disrespectful. You know, it's only disrespectful if you take it serious. Like, okay, if we sensitive enough about that, then I guess it would be disrespectful. Like he said that Sean Payton had the most punchable face in the NFC South. I disagree with him. I said that would be Matt Rule, in my opinion. I think Matt Rule has the most punchable whatever the hell that mean, I told him. But you just got to know how to talk to people, you know what I'm saying? But I'm secure in my sanctum, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm unshakable in my sanctum, family. Did you get that there, family? Baby, did you hear what I just said, baby? Baby, I'm unshakable in my sanctum, baby. Baby, I'm unshakable in that, baby. Baby, they can't move me, baby. They can't push me off of that, baby. One of them giant earth movers, baby. I ain't going nowhere, baby. It'll break the engine on it, baby. I'm unshakable, unmovable, baby, on my sanctum, baby. And when you like that, you can go anywhere, family. You can talk to anybody, fam. So, you know, it's all good. All right, what's up, Rising Shine Mobile Detailing? Who that to you? I know, bro. It has been a while. How you doing, fam? Hope your business is doing good, too, my friend. Much love to you. All right, and the rest of the fam. What's up, Big Sean? Who that to you, fam? Much love to you. What's up, Keshawn? Keshawn in the building as well. He says, wait the time, start feeling the pride. Bro, listen, I'm telling people about that Saints defensive line, man. Watch out for those dudes. They fast, they hungry, and they strong. I'm telling you, better watch out for them. Derek White says, Ryan Clark don't know nothing about the Saints. He's from the West Bank. Yeah, he knows about the Saints, but that's why I go at him like I do, because he knows about the Saints, and everything he do is, he's a petty human being is what he is, to use some of the verbiage of David Griffin. He ain't a good human being. He's a petty ass human being, because you can't be from the West Bank and be a football player, go to school at LSU, then get drafted into the NFL and don't know about the Saints. You come on with that. He know all about the Saints, and he do those terrible takes because he petty, and he takes shots at the Saints because the Saints never had an interest in bringing Ryan Clark over here. And when they left Pittsburgh, the Saints had an opportunity to sign him. They weren't even interested in bringing him here. But he petty. So he'll take little shots at the Saints any chance he get. I noticed that, man. I'm a Saint dude. That's all I do is talk about the goddamn Saints. You don't think I noticed that goddamn guy always taking shots at the Saints? He know about the Saints, man. He from the West Bank, and he went through LSU and played professional football. He knows about the Saints. He know all the well about the Saints. You know what I'm saying, bro? But he petty, man. He petty as hell, man. That's why I be going at Ryan Clark, because he knows better. He just do that just to take stabs at the black and gold, man. That's just, you know, he just petty. He a petty ass dude. That's all I can say about it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, I know, Kim. Kim said they wanted to punch Coach Payton in the face. That made me so mad. She said, I'm 5'2". I felt like I could take all three of them and punch their sunglasses. Settle down, Kim. Settle down. Hey, calm down, Kim. Calm down. Don't hurt nobody. Punch their sunglasses off. Oh, come on, settle down, Kim. Calm down now. Oh, calm down, Kim. Calm. Take a deep breath, Kim. Calm down, baby. Don't hurt. Don't hurt. Don't hurt him, Kim. Don't hurt him, Kim. Don't hurt him, baby. They gonna be there. Don't worry. Oh, don't hurt him, Kim. Calm down, baby. All right, man. That's too funny. All right, man. All right, big ups to the rest of the family members, man, up in this thing. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are too good, man. Much love to y'all, man. All right. Let's see what else we got there. Damon says, Q, he says, from what I've been hearing from the Saints media, Crawley seems like he's back to his rookie year. But, he looked pretty good in there. That's all I got to say about it, fam. He looked pretty good in there. Yeah, I got to give it to Ken Crawley. Remember, I kept picking and kept talking about that. About what a good coach could do for you. Coach Richard has those guys playing with confidence. Didn't I tell you all that? And you will see an increase better to teach them to whip their head around. And Crawley was whipping his head around, making plays on the ball. Now listen, I can't get mad at Ken Crawley if he whipping his head around to locate the ball and the guy still burns him. He's frailing away to try to make a play. He did his best. I can't say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you exhibit poor fundamental or technique, is like, man, why are you practicing? What are you doing? But that goes to show you what coaching means, man. And you can see a lot of play. He's helping those veterans out, man. He got to be, because he's teaching them a skill. He's kind of simplifying it to a degree. And when you're a good coach can make you see things differently, even instill in you the confidence that you were lacking, because a lot of that is about confidence. You got to have the confidence to play, to go out there and do what you got to do. All right, so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, no doubt about it, fam. All right, so yeah, I seen it. I was at the camp. Yeah, I seen him playing better. You know, he got toasted once or twice, but you could see he was actually he was going for the ball. He was turning his head around. So I ain't mad at Ken Crawley, man. Like I said, Young Bloods 46 at BQ. I can hear the pundits now. Who was Marquez Callaway? Who was shot? I know that, and they stupid. They don't even realize. But that's what it was. Thank you, Sylvan. But see, that's what it comes down to, fam. We as the Who Dat Nation got to understand and be patient with some of these people, because they don't know what they're talking about, you know. And sometimes I get upset, and I'm talking to myself, because I get as riley as what Kim was just now. Well, Kim wanted to punch their glasses off. Sometimes I won't bop them upside the head, you know. But the reality is sometimes they be doing that. They be trolling sometimes too. They be trolling sometimes too. They really do. They don't know who these guys are, and they got whole rosters on these guys, highlight film and everything. The reason why they do that, because they lazy. They don't want to do no research, no homework, and find out who these guys are. You know, like the Saints don't have any running backs, or any wide. Saints don't have any. It's a big hole at the wide receiver. What? They're big. And I kept telling them the whole time, nah, fam, cut that out. How's the big hole at the wide receiver position when you got all these other players running around here? I mean, you got to give guys an opportunity to see what they do. I mean, that's what we did with Alvin Kamara. Kamara was in the first round draft pick. He didn't come into the Saints building. I always use Alvin Kamara as an example of him becoming a superstar in the black and gold building. It wasn't nothing but that. You get me? Nobody knew what Kamara could do. They knew they seen him as an interesting back out of the University of Tennessee. But my goodness, they didn't see that. He became every bit of that with the Saints environment and the coaching, the tutoring, the mentorship, and all that kind of stuff. That's how he stepped it up. So, I mean, we got to give players the same way. It's the same thing with David Onyemata. Onyemata was super raw. Go look up the reports, the scouting reports, when David Onyemata came out of the University of Canada. He was super raw. But look at him now. See, and you wouldn't have not gotten that David Onyemata if it wasn't for him having an opportunity to make a name for himself. You got to afford the same opportunities to the guys with no names. Now they all know who David Onyemata is. Now they all know who Deontay Harris is. You see what I'm saying? They know who Mike Thomas is, even though he was Keyshawn's nephew. That was his namesake. That my cousin was. They don't talk about Keyshawn Johnson no more, do they? When they talk about Mike Thomas. Why? Because he was afforded an opportunity and he seized the day. So that's why I be saying a lot of them people, they don't know what they're talking about, man. You got to go get somebody. Why? We got people. You just don't know who they are. I invite you to do your research on them. All right, Tiger Bay says, Anthony, what's up, Anthony? Say I can't argue with a box of rocks. That's right, dumbass box. I got you. Tiger Bay says, I'm looking to see Granderson step up. He looked good in camp, bro, by the way, getting bigger. And he had 5 sacks last year. Granderson wants a major role in Saints defense, man. And listen, you're going to see some good stuff from the Saints defensive line this year. They're really good guys. I mean, Cam looks good. Davenport looks good, and he's healthy. And then you look at Granderson as a backup, and Peyton Turner is lights out, man. Lights out. The Saints are coming. Randy, what's up, Randy? He said, how much of the improvement do you think got to do with Chris? A lot of it, bro. Because it's a big difference how Richard coaches versus Glenn. Now, Glenn is a guy that was very passionate, but you can see that the the secondary room needed to breathe some fresh life into him. We knew this. Come on, man. We knew that. And then you see how Ken Crawley's playing, and even Paulson Adebo to a degree is looking pretty decent. He struggled. We have these little situations where he struggles, this, that, and there. And I seen Chauncey Gardner was out there showing him some moves and stuff like that. But, you know, you can see these guys are showing improvement. It's a whole new system. Even Marcus Williams to a degree looked good. I seen Malcolm Jenkins flying around. Malcolm looked good out there. Marcus was looking good out there. It's like they feel it's like a refreshment, so to speak, of the guys playing with some more freedom, as it were. And I'm not saying that Aaron Glenn was a Titan of some sort, but what I'm saying is Chris Richard's the secondary coach and more accomplished than Aaron Glenn. Nobody would disagree with me with that, you know. But I think a lot of a large portion of it is due to Coach Richard there, Randy. So thanks for the question, my friend. Appreciate you. All right. I know Tramal says one of them Bucks channel. Yeah, I know Tramal was going. They mentioned you on the show, matter of fact. But yeah, one of them you kind of pissed. I think Stink bastard, you pissed him off. I think Stink the one that blocked you. All right. Randy said, do you think it's more detail oriented than Aaron Glenn? Well, I don't know if it's more detail orientated. It just looks like they're freer. Like whatever his style is giving them confidence. You know, it's one thing to like give somebody instruction. It's another thing to give them instruction and then give them the confidence. Say, listen, you got it. You know what I'm saying? To make them believe in what you're doing. And I think that's the difference right there with him. But I'm telling you, he be out there jumping around. He be excited with them. I'm not saying Glenn didn't do that, but this guy is something else, man. Plus, his resume is better than Aaron Glenn. Because, you know, he's the architect of the Legion of Boom. And when you say this guy he architected the Legion of Boom and that he wanted to bring that to New Orleans, man, you're going to have a lot of those guys being, man, I want to be a part of that. Who don't want to be a part of a Legion of Boom New Orleans style? And Coach Richard's here saying, listen, we about to make this one of the best secondaries the NFL has ever seen. Who don't want to be a part of that? You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of it as well. Thank you, Randy. All right, Arch says, let me answer a few more before I bounce out, fam. Hold on, let me get to Arch. What's up, Derek? Derek Lockett in the building. What's up, my brother? How you doing? All right, what's up, Abdi? All right, who else we got here? Let me see. All right. Oh, damn, I lost this comment there. I'm sorry. It scrolled on me, just locked. Okay. All right, Arch says, Ken Steele, best cover guy besides Marshawn buying time for the... Okay, good. Thank you there, Arch. All right. Derek says start at Tennessee right after Kamara left. He says start at Tennessee right after Kamara left. Thank you, Derek. Lorenzo says don't count out Ian Book. He's going to be a sleeper. Thank you, Lorenzo. What's up, Randolph? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being on live stream as well. All right. Donald says the Godfather says Big Q. Look at Ty Montgomery, Callaway, Baker, McCleskey, Winston, Lampman, LeJard Humphrey, Tommy Lee, Lewis, Hogan, and Deontay Harris. They've all done well. They are playing very good. That like I said, I've been saying the wide receiver room, Coach Payton has a lot of confidence in those guys. Hayabusa said, I believe Callaway will benefit with James under center. He was a deep threat at 50-50 ball, kind of limited with Breeze with 20-plus passes. Thank you. Rob, what's up, Rob? Rob said, on the 3 playoff games, will we see Winston for an entire quarterback next weekend? With 3 playoff games or preseason games, will we see Winston for an entire quarter? I think you mean preseason games. Thank you, Rob. For an entire quarter, I mean, that's the answer. You know, we got to be able to see who's the guy. And I think Coach Payton has got to have some extended play in the preseason for these men. He got to. If it's a close competition, he got to have them in there playing and throwing the ball around at least 1 quarter each. You know what I'm saying? Just to see who kind of – because right now in training camp, they're both really neck and neck, in my opinion. Nobody's really stepped ahead of anybody else. So I think you might be right on that, Rob. I think you gotta have to see them, and it's just too close right now. You got to see them, you know, when under the environment of a live game, even if it's a preseason game, to see who can gain some ground on the other guy. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Colorado? They doing pretty good, man. It's a Sunday. I hope you having a good day too. All right. Yeah. Nothing like a breath of fresh air, Swag. You're right. We needed that. Yeah, they said Aaron Glenn was burnt out. Yeah, I agree with that. It got stale after a while. We needed somebody else. Damon said Keith Washington isn't helping himself by being injured. The best abilities. This is, you know, he got hurt. And the Saints did bring in some veteran corners. They got a lot of veteran. We asked a veteran, wasn't the ones we looking for. But you did get Prince Amu Kamara. You got Russell, Kavari Russell, who was with Green Bay. You don't forget about Brian Poole. You got him in here too. So you got veterans who are going to fortify your special teams to a degree, and where they all fit is yet to be determined. But you do have a lot of veterans running around up in there, young veterans. I mean, you look at Prince Amukamara, he's been in the game for 10 years, but he most certainly do not look like an old ass. I mean, him flying around making plays, he pissed off because people writing him off, and he come to the black and gold looking for another chance. I ain't mad at that. Randolph says Q Ruiz is looking pretty good. He does look good. He seems to be more comfortable with off season of working in one area. This is true. I wanted to see him still move to center, but they seem fixated keeping him at guard. I wonder how long. Reginald says, yep, we don't. He said, who don't? Good show, Bicker. Thank you, Reginald. Appreciate you, my friend. Who that to you? Thank you, man. Madge, what's up, brother Prime? Good to see you in the chat as well. John says, Big Q out here. Dowell is happening. Yeah, I heard that too. Dowell is stepping up doing this thing, man. I hear that from Dowell is too, man. Caden Ellis better watch out, man. Caden Ellis better watch out. All right, thank you for that. Ramsey, yes, sir. Big Sean said, well, our Saints, one monkey don't stop no show. So Mike Thomas better not trip or he'll become expendable. I think the Saints will be a little bit patient with Mike Thomas because of the money invested. But you all right, bro. It's only a certain amount of time that they're going to keep putting up with him before they ultimately say, let's switch some gears, because you're right. The best ability is availability. RG says the Debo is looking good. Yeah, and that's the thing. The sticking point is the secondary is looking very good. Now, why is that? Is that because of Coach Rashard? And a lot of that is the secondary, like the cornerback we just picked up from the Washington football team. He had an interception. He got burnt in the camp and on Saturday, and then he got a pick. I think he got one off of Jameis, I won't say. But he got an interception there, as well. And you should see how all of the secondary guys be operating, man. The defense as a whole, when guys make plays, they all celebrate together like they made the play. Now, that's a true team. If you can maintain that, and which we seen the Saints do, you'll see some great times in the black and gold on the defensive side. They play with a lot of energy. They mirroring their energy and passion and excitement and love for the game mirrors as a team. It mirrors Demario Davis and Cam Jordan's love for the game. Like, you know how crazy Cam is. He's just a big old kid. When the horn blow, he racing everybody else and stuff like that. He's just a big kid. And then Demario Davis dancing and, having fun, celebrating with everybody. That defense is mirroring those guys' personalities, man. I seen that. I was like, man, look at that. They celebrating together and doing great work. So I'm really going to, because listen, the truth of the matter is the running attack is going to have to be the thing for the Saints. The rushing attack, it's going to have to carry the Saints offense until they figure it out with the pass. Kind of in reverse of what happened last year when we started the season off. Coach Payton was trying to force the ball, and I was like, dog, relax. What you doing? Relax. Run the ball. They can't stop you. But he's trying to force the pass going, and the moment he started running the ball, the play action came. That's all you got to do. It's not quantum physics. Sometimes we overcomplicate it, overthink it, get cute. We know we have a propensity to do that. Run the ball, and we should be fine. It opens up everything. When you start running that ball, them safeties coming down to that line of scrimmage to help out. When that happens, you go up top their head. We know this. Then you go back and forth, run past, and keep their head on the swivel. Then the defense will be called upon to carry a lot of the workload this year. We're going to need that defense to fly around and make sacks, to get to climb on top of Tom Brady back when he back there. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need that defense to make the one-dimensionalize these opposing offenses so the pass rush get to them. We're going to need them secondary guys to step up and make plays, knock people block off, play tough and smart and have fun. And I think they're going to do that, man. I really do. I'm really encouraged about that Saints defense, A 504 coach at PQ. I don't think the secondary that bad. Who they got? P-Rob or Crawley at number 2? I seen Crawley a lot at number 2. Crawley's been playing really well at number 2. He had not looked like Crawley of last year. He's turning his head around, making plays. He had an interception when I was there on Saturday. So like I said, he is getting better. And that's, like I said, Coach Rashard. How does he help these guys game? We'll see. But as far as from what we're seeing, they are playing more inspired with Coach Rashard in there. Different system, maybe he's simplifying it a bit. Maybe he's not overcomplicating it with the verbiage. Maybe guys have more confidence in him as a secondary coach, being that he was the architect of the Legion of Boom. Maybe it's a combination of those things, and however it is, they're responding to him. DLP, what's up, fam? He said, I hear that Christian Ringo is playing. Yeah. Christian Ringo was in there. I personally watched Christian Ringo in there wreaking havoc last Saturday. I see like, who the hell is this number 70 dude? I was like, okay, we don't see Christian Ringo that much. He's supposed to be playing as a defensive end, but the Saints had him, man. I was like, who is? Because it was he was standing next to a big ass 77. That's Jalen Dalton, 6'6", 300+ pounds. And so I had to look at my phone. I said, what? Who is 70? And it was Christian. I looked up on the roster. It was Christian Ringo. He was in there tearing shit up. So you absolutely right. I watched Christian Ringo was in there wreaking havoc. The Saints defense, like I said, man, it's going to surprise a lot of people, man. That interior defensive line is something else, man. They are playing, and the secondary is responding to the defensive line, which is a positive. So, it's fun, man. Teresa Turner says, Big Q would love the content analysis, man. I really like Taysom. But in his pass role, he says, go Jameis, throw it. Q, keep up the great work. Thank you, Tressa. Much love and appreciate you for being here. Thank you for your wonderful comment. I appreciate you as well. Thank you for being here, because without you guys, it wouldn't be much of a show. So thank you for that beautiful comment. Much love. Donald says, Q, give Michael Hodges a lot. Yeah, that's right. Linebacker coach Michael Hodges took over the position. You're absolutely right, my friend. He got those guys looking good. DeMario Davis. Then you got Quan eventually rolls around. See, I'm telling you, fam, they don't know. Armstead, Derek says Armstead can't zone block anymore, though. Armstead, you think? I seen Armstead out there. He looked pretty good, man. He a big guy, though. Armstead is a big guy, and he was moving pretty good out there when I was watching him. It's just that the defense, man, they just got the energies with the defense right now. They got the offense backpedaling right now, and they're attacking on the second team defense comes in. The offense catches up a little bit. But when that first team out there against that first team, that defense flying around, they putting pressure on. I just can't wait to see that defense in the regular season. I'm just be honest with you. All right, Randolph says, Q, where are all these haters who thought us taking Pete Turner was a mistake? Coach Payton has been talking good about him daily. He is cutting up, right? He is cutting up, man. That's why, and a lot of people are surprised about that move. But listen, we need pass rushers. When you got Davenport, who hadn't been able to stay healthy, I can understand why Coach Payton did what he did. Like I said, it was a solid, not spectacular draft, in my opinion. The only issue I had with the draft was when they took Werner. I wanted them to take, Jabril Cox from LSU. I'm an LSU dude through and through, and I thought he was better than Werner. But of course, Coach Payton loves Ohio State guys. He took Werner. I'm not upset about the pick anymore. I wanted Jabril Cox there, but it's all good, man. Werner is really showing some stuff, and hopefully we just keep on doing what we do, and hopefully everything will wind up. But everything's encouraging right now. I just got to give it to him. Yeah, you're right on that. People gonna rethink they talking about Peyton Turner. Ain't no doubt about it. All right, David said, hey, Q, do you watch the Inside New Orleans Sports with Eric? No, I do not, bro. It says a local show, great time. If not, peep it out. Okay, I've never heard of that, bro. I'm sorry. I don't be watching too much, bro. I be, just zoned in doing my homework with all the stuff that I do. But I'll check them out, bro. Donald says Ken Crawley is only 20, but Q, we still have a hole at outside cornerback. Ken Crawley, Paulson, the Debo, Amuka Mara, a good depth, but Xavier Howard rumors are over now. Yeah, I hear that. DLP said, I like Alexander that we got recently. He's bigger. 6th Street Peyton was talking about him in a positive, so it's a good sign. Coach up like, yeah, and he got an interception, man. He didn't look that good at first because guys were kind of catching touchdowns on. I seen the guy burn him, but he had a nice touchdown, catch. I think he stole that ball off of Jameis, I want to say. No, Jameis or Book, one of the two. But he got an interception in that. It looked really good, kind of turned around and got it. Like I said, they've been flying around, man. So, yeah, that guy might be Alexander could be quite a steal right there, man. So we'll see. All right. Yeah, I think Werner going to be okay, bro. Swag says Coach Payton need to pay more attention to those. He got a tight end. Thank you, Donald. Donald says, Big Q, what's your take on the Hall of Fame game? Well, I mean, listen, bro. Preseason football better than no football, right? I mean, this is the Dallas Cowboys. It wasn't all. It's football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not my squad, it's still football. I mean, in preseason football is better than no football, right? So that's my take on it. Wasn't really too much excited about it. Thank you, Donald, for the super chat, my man. All right, so with that being, what's up, brother James? He says, what's good, Q? You heard Peyton lost another defensive tackle, saying we might possibly get another. LOL. What the hell? Peyton dealt he says their picks last few years he passed up catching us with P Queen. Yeah, but see, you lose Ryan Glasgow, which is one of my favorite guys, but you still got Jalen Dalton, you still got Shy Tuttle. Josiah Bronson has stepped up to the point where the Saints say, I like Bronson. Let's put Lorenzo Neal Jr. in the street. You're seeing Christian Ringo stepping up. And remember, the Saints have defensive line. Ringo is listed as an end, but he plays tackle. So the Saints have versatility at the defensive line. Now, I was saying maybe a veteran there, but they're watching these young guys step up and step out, and I really do love what they're doing. I mean, really love what they're doing. These young guys are trying to make a name for themselves, and I think that's why Coach Payton, you don't see him rushing to go get a veteran defensive lineman or a veteran wide receiver. Like he just brought in Hogan just to be a possession guy / special teams wide receiver to help out. He didn't go and try to trade picks to get you know what I'm saying? He's trying to get these guys an opportunity to shine because he believes in them. Same with the interior defensive line, same with the wide receivers. And LaJordan Humphreys, Marquez Callaway, those guys are serious. Quan Baker's intriguing. I mean, listen, man, eventually they'll get Traquan Smith back. So we'll see, because injuries do occur in training camp, and the Saints will make a move and bring somebody in that can help them. So we was looking for veterans. The Saints brought in basically a procession of veterans, starting with Brian Poole. They brought in him. They got Prince Amukamara. They brought in Kavari Russell. These are all veterans that they brought in to help out the Saints secondary with Coach Richard there. So, and of course, Alexander from Washington, who DLP just mentioned, is another guy that the Saints bring in. So they kind of snuck some veteran guys, different guys in there to help out Coach Richard in the secondary unit. So, we'll see how that goes. So, but they're relying on coaches and the players to get it. And we have the best assistant coaches in the business. Y'all know that. Oh, and big ups to Ryan Nielsen. Ryan Nielsen in there cussing like a sailor. Ryan Nielsen crazy as hell, man. Ryan Nielsen was running up in there cussing like a sailor, man. If I could make out what he was saying, good thing I had to probably stick cotton in my children's ears, boy. He was cutting up out there, but he was inspiring them dudes to play. But that's the kind of dude that he is. No dudes on Caden Ellis school, but Caden Ellis is not. I ain't see him doing anything. He was out there in the drills, but I ain't really seen him making any noise or anything. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, I ain't hear too much from Noah Spence either, bro. But I expected that. Swag said, "Hey Q, how about some Mickey before you sign on?" Yeah. No, talk to Sean. I seen old Mickey out there walking around, man. Old Mickey was walking out there, man. Old Mickey. I was like, "Hey, Mickey." Yeah, who calling me? I ain't said that. All right. Swag fan, thank you, man. Much love. What's up, Larry? Says proud that you back and roll the big Q. Keep up there. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate you, my friend. Much love to you, my man. Thank you. Much love to you, fam. All right, tell me about it. What's up, fam? Thank you, fam. Appreciate you as well. All right. Yeah, Ryan Nielsen is serious, man. He be looking mad and shit, walking around there. But man, listen, they love him, man. They love him. Thank you, Brother Prom. He said we have one of the top. I know, bro, and fast too. Athletic, tall, and fast. I keep high pointing that. I talk about that all the time. Absolutely awesome. All right, so I mean, that's special, but we're gonna see. Arch says today Australia was beating Serbia for the 6th European Championship. Just to let you know. Thank you, Arch, and thank you, Brother Prom, for that. Yeah, fast, big, fast, athletic, man. They're gonna give hell to these people. James said thanks, Big Q, for clearing that up. Right, I think he's holding up the Saints picks in case these draft QB and address other needs we have later. We are in slight rebuild mode. Real talk. Thank you, Brother James. Appreciate that, man. All right, fam. I'm gonna chop out on that. I appreciate y'all for being here. Yeah, talk to Sean. Hey, Mickey. Yeah, who calling me over there? Who's saying that? I know you. I know you. You're that Big Q guy. Talk to Sean. All right, Mickey, I ain't asking your ass no more questions. All right, Dame said, "Hey, Q, do you think the Saints defense can be or will be a top 10 defense?" My person, I think we have to be, my opinion. I agree with that. That's a very popular question that we always ask like every year. Is the Saints a top 10 unit? And of course, they have some, David Onyemata's not going to be there. Marshawn Lattimore might not be there. But we're banking on a lot of it being based on the young players stepping up and performing while the big guys are out. We still don't know who your defensive tackle is going to be. They moving them out. Shy Tuller, is it him? Is it Jalen Dalton? They need and they need a real defensive tackle or a nose tackle in there. A guy like Jalen Dalton and the rest of them. But it's intriguing, man. It's going to be fun to see exactly how all that shapes out, man. But anyway, look, fam, that'll be the end of the show. I'm going to see you guys later. What today is Sunday? I'll be back. The damn day is running. I'll be back Monday, family. I promise you. And I'm going to try to have a show, put together a show to give you an opportunity to kind of chime in and spit your game as well. Maybe it'll be on Monday. Give you an opportunity to chime in. This weekend was kind of hectic for me. But I'll be back later on. So if you like the stream, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe. If you hadn't subscribed, hit the bell for future notifications. If you want to help out the stream, you can go to our Patreon. As you can see, it's patreon.com/the Pro Media Network is here on the screen. Of course, we got our Cash App there and the PayPal if you want to help out as well. And of course, I'd like to thank all you guys for doing what you're doing and to let the family members know that the Sports Coma third annual fantasy league, my goodness, it's been 3 years we've been doing this. We'll be giving you that information this week. Also information about the PS5. We're going to be doing the console thing again. I'm switching it up a little bit where it'll be more of an entry. To roll it, I'm going to be letting you guys know about that as well. It's just what we do, man. The family give to us. We give back to the family members. We're just trying to keep it going, fam. So much love to that. So with that being said, I'd like to thank all you guys for doing it. Randolph says, Q, how do I get on the live stream panel when you open it up? There'll be a link in the chat attached to the chat. When we do that, I always pin them to the top of the chat. So if you want information on that, and I'll let you know when we do the live show so you can pop up on the panel as well. So just to let a bit of a programming note for the rest of the Great Saint Think Tank, I'm just letting y'all guys know that at later on 8 o'clock tonight, we'll be doing a Pelican post-game report covering the Lonzo Ball trade, the NBA investigating it for tampering. Me, I'll be on there. My co-host DC will be in the building as well. That'll be tonight on the Pelican post-game report channel. So if you're a New Orleans Pelican person and you love the team like we love the team, go to our YouTube platform, the Pelican post-game report on YouTube, or go to the links in the description section and subscribe. Also, Tough Tiger Talk is there. The links, Ring Kings Boxing is there as well. And of course, like I said, subscribe to all the platforms, man. It's a whole thing. 50 plus shows, a 45 to 50 shows a freaking month. We serious business, man. We busting tail. And it's all because of y'all and y'all support. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for what y'all do. And I'll see y'all later. Who that today?
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Daily.com. That's right, the WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelican, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of us.